What if I told you that the same rules that control the stars and galaxies could help you live your best life? Sounds wild, right? But it's true. Ancient wisdom and modern science are starting to agree in surprising ways. You might be wondering, why does this matter? Here's the thing. The ancient Hermetic Principles, which are over thousands of years old, talk about how the universe works, and now quantum physics is showing similar ideas. These principles explain how energy, thoughts, and actions shape our lives. When you understand them, you can use them to improve your life, raise your energy, and become more in sync with the universe. Today, we'll break down these ancient principles and show how quantum physics supports them. You'll see how understanding both can help you live a happier, more connected life. Welcome to Vortex Tribe, where we journey into the heart of consciousness, energy, and universal truths. First up, the principle of mentalism. Your thoughts shape reality. Everything in the universe is shaped by thought. It tells us that everything we see around us first starts as an idea in someone's mind. Think about it. Before you can build a house, someone has to imagine it, right? Before you write a story, you have to think about it first. This principle says that the universe itself works the same way. Everything started as a thought. In quantum physics, scientists discovered something amazing. They found that when they look at tiny particles, like electrons, the particles actually change, depending on whether or not they are being watched. This is called the observer effect. It shows us that even the tiniest building blocks of matter behave differently based on our awareness of them. Your thoughts and attention really do have power. Just like how observing a particle can change it, focusing your thoughts can change your reality. It's like magic, except it's science. Ever had a day where everything went your way? Or a day where everything felt like it was falling apart? Mentalism suggests that your thoughts may have influenced how things unfolded. You can use this principle to create a better life by thinking more positively and focusing on what you do want, rather than what you don't. The principle of vibration. Everything is energy. This one is all about movement. Nothing stays still. Everything, from the biggest planets to the tiniest atoms, is constantly moving or vibrating. When you sit on a chair, you might think it's completely still, but at a tiny level, the atoms that make up the chair are vibrating like crazy. This principle says that vibration happens in everything, no matter what. Quantum physics backs this up too. Scientists have found that at the smallest level, everything is energy. Even solid objects like tables or rocks are made of energy that vibrates at different frequencies. Just like you can't see wind, but you know it's there because you feel it, vibration is happening all around us, even if we can't see it with our eyes. You also have your own vibration. When you're in a good mood, your energy feels light and positive. But when you're upset or tired, it feels heavier. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the vibe right away? That's because everything and everyone gives off energy. When you understand that everything vibrates, you can choose to focus on raising your vibration by staying positive, being around high-energy people, and doing things that lift your mood. The higher your vibration, the better your life will feel. The principle of correspondence. The universe mirrors itself. As above, so below. What this means is that the same patterns that exist in the universe on a large scale, like planets and stars, also exist on a small scale, like inside atoms. If you've ever looked at pictures of galaxies and then seen images of tiny cells under a microscope, you've probably noticed they look really similar. The patterns are the same, just at different sizes. Quantum physics also talks about something similar: entanglement. When two particles become entangled, they stay connected even if they are far apart. What happens to one instantly affects the other, even across great distances. This shows us that everything in the universe is connected, no matter the size or distance. It's kind of like magic, but it's proven by science. In your life, this principle can remind you that even small things you do can have big effects. For example, a kind word or a small action might brighten someone's day in ways you can't imagine. Just like how particles are connected in quantum physics, you are connected to everything and everyone around you. The smallest actions can ripple through the universe and come back to you in unexpected ways. The principle of polarity: opposites are connected. Everything has an opposite, like light and dark, hot and cold, or happy and sad. But these opposites are actually connected. They're not as different as we think. Think about temperature. Hot and cold are both just degrees of heat, right? They're on the same scale, just at different points. This principle says that opposites are really just two extremes of the same thing. In quantum physics, something similar happens. Particles can exist in superposition, which means they can be in two states at once, like being in two places at the same time. They aren't just one thing or another. They're both until something causes them to choose a state. So, in the quantum world, opposites aren't so separate after all. In life, this means that when you're feeling down, remember that it's just one end of the spectrum. You have the power to move to the other side, to happiness. It's like flipping a switch in your mind. By understanding polarity, you can shift your emotions and perspective, just like how particles in the quantum world can flip between different states. The principle of rhythm. Everything in life moves in cycles. Just like the ocean has high tides and low tides, life has its ups and downs. Sometimes things are going great, and other times you might face challenges. But just like the tides, these cycles always keep moving. Nothing stays the same forever. Quantum physics talks about fluctuations. Tiny particles constantly come into existence and then disappear, like waves flowing in and out. This constant motion keeps the universe balanced. The same thing happens in your life. You'll have good days and tough days, but the rhythm of life means nothing lasts forever. The key is to ride the wave and understand that after every low comes a high. When you know that life moves in cycles, it's easier to stay calm during tough times. You can remind yourself that things will change, just like they always do. And when you're in a good place, you can enjoy it, knowing that it's part of the natural flow of life. Everything in the universe has a rhythm, and you're a part of it too. The principle of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction. Everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens by chance. Every action has a reaction, even if you don't always see it right away. Think about it like planting seeds. You plant a seed in the ground, and later, a plant grows. The seed causes the plant to appear, even though it takes time. In quantum physics, this is known as causality, where one thing leads to another. Every action at the smallest level, like when particles bump into each other, causes a reaction. You've probably heard of the butterfly effect, where something as small as a butterfly flapping its wings can eventually lead to a big storm far away. This shows that even the tiniest actions can create big changes over time. In your life, the principle of cause and effect teaches you that everything you do, even small actions, can have big effects. If you want to see better results in your life, start with the choices you make today. Every choice sends out ripples into the world, and those ripples will come back to you in ways you might not expect. The principle of gender, it's not just about being male or female, it's about balance. This principle tells us that everything in the universe has both masculine and feminine qualities, and both are needed for creation and harmony. Think of it as the balance between action and intuition, strength and compassion. Just like nature needs both sunlight and rain to grow, the universe needs both masculine and feminine energies to function. In quantum physics, we see something similar with the idea of complementary forces. For example, particles and antiparticles balance each other out. Positive and negative charges work together to create stability in atoms. These forces are not opposites, they complement and support each other, just like masculine and feminine energies. In your life, the principle of gender teaches you that it's important to find balance between the two energies. Masculine energy might push you to take action, set goals, and stay focused. Feminine energy allows you to slow down, listen to your intuition, and be creative. Both are equally important. If you have too much of one and not enough of the other, things can feel out of balance. By understanding and balancing these energies, you can create more harmony in your life, just like the universe balances forces to keep everything in order. Think about this. If you could use these principles in your life right now, what could you achieve? How could your reality change? This is more than old wisdom or fancy science. This is real power. As the Hermetic text says, the lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding. You're here because you are ready to understand. Now, it's time to live it. Comment below. Which Hermetic principle sticks out to you the most? Do you think science and spirituality are coming closer together? Let's talk in the comments. The more we learn and share, the stronger we become. And together, we co-create in raising our collective consciousness. If you want a deeper dive, check out our playlist on the universal laws. Until next time.